Hey guys, so Hovsco sent me this e-scooter, and I just want to point out one big flaw in the manual and how they're handling it. They shipped it fully charged, which that's actually dangerous for delivery drivers. That's dangerous for delivery companies. That's dangerous for our places. And in the manual, they say to charge the lithium ion. It is lithium ion, I checked. They say to charge the lithium ion battery to 100% before storage. That is dangerous and negligent. Do not store your batteries to 100% before storage. Do not ship your batteries at 100% charge. If it was lithium iron phosphate, maybe, but not lithium ion, which this is. And furthermore, if you do charge your battery to 100% and it doesn't cause a fire, the high voltage, it's sitting at high voltage, will degrade the battery over 2 years. And so it is actually bad advice that will cause you to destroy your vehicle. So I really like this vehicle. But do not charge it all the way and store it like that. Do 50%. It's actually a big deal. Now, I wasn't expecting myself to enjoy this so much. Unfortunately, the wind is kicking up yet again. I'm going to stand where the wind isn't. For some reason, the wind isn't over here. And I'm thinking I might cut this up and modify it. Add some solar panels, things like that. But I just wanted to say that before starting the video that I'm enjoying this. It's actually kind of neat, even though I feel dorky sitting on it. I like bicycles and motorcycles. I still can't wrap my head around it, but yeah, do not fully charge that battery before storage. Take it down to half. So I've been lightly sick for the past 2 days, mostly just tired and a slightly scratchy throat. But Thais has not caught it. I've been wearing a mask the whole time, and I got a few videos further along. But I feel like leaving the house. I'm not going to go to the workshop because I don't want to get Rick at the stained glass shop sick, and I'm not going to go work at my friend's software business because I don't want to get any of them sick. So that just leaves the park. And I just happen to have this scooter sent to me. So to save me the walk to the park, let's open this up, and then I can ride it there, and I can see how easy is this to do whenever you're really not at your best. Still about like 45 pounds. And shove it back up in there. So it's actually like a dark green. Hovsco is the brand name. 36 volt, 10 amp hour battery. Come over here, I'm going to turn on the... So, no key, but that's fine. They shipped it with full battery. That is very bad. No, very bad, Hovsco. Don't ship full batteries from China, gosh. The bottom is plastic, it's not rubber. I don't know, like for some reason I was thinking that it was going to be like a rubberized material, but it is a hard plastic. That might end up being good. Looks like it's a dark green, like an olive drab. And whenever I just picked up the scooter and ran the throttle, it seems like it has a really good low speed. So I'm just gonna, I've actually never, can you hold this blade? I've never stood on a scooter before. You can actually sit on the ground if you want. I'll just hold it. I'm not a scooter person. I'm definitely not a scooter person. But this thumb throttle has good low speed control. Actually really good low speed control. Okay. Carrying a scythe or a sickle and doing this does not feel very safe, but oh well. The control feels pretty good. As a mobility device, this is pretty good. You know, there's something interesting that happens with this. I almost feel like there might be a bit of electronic braking of some kind, because once I got near a certain part, it started doing a different level of braking. It's rush hour right now, so everybody's trickling through in clumps of traffic, so I'm not going to be filming near here. Well, that's interesting. It's topping out at 12 miles an hour, which probably isn't too bad, actually, especially because that's the speed limit here. But yeah, it looks like the top speed's about 13 miles an hour. I'm 130 or so pounds, 135 pounds or so. Okay, finally I made it, and I can set that blade down. It is not something to ride with a sickle, really. I need to make a sheath for that. But it feels good to be out here, and this actually worked out pretty well. I'll have to look in the manual to see if there's different power settings and to see what that braking is. It might just be running the motor as a brake. I figured I'd come here and check out the Japanese knotweed that I've been trimming. And oh yeah, what I cut started to turn brown. Now there's also going to be a lot of poison ivy over here, and I don't feel like dealing with that today. I don't want to be sick and have poison ivy, because I believe my chances of properly dealing with the poison ivy without getting bit by it are slimmer when I'm sick, because you get clumsy when you're sick. And that's why I didn't film putting that scooter together, because I'm dropping tools, I'm just getting overheated. It's absolutely abysmal. All right, I can go over to the other side now. Oh, you know what? It's pretty well eaten up. Got liquid shot up my leg, because these tubes, they fill up with water once you cut them. The knotweed tries to grow them back quite quickly. So I've been cutting this side over here, and I felt like coming out here and doing some work, but I didn't want to have to do that big long walk. And this is actually a pretty good mobility device. It cuts out the reason for doing that. It means I don't have to do that. So it's easy for me to come here then when I'm sick. So that worked out pretty well. I'm not much for scooters. I never really imagined I would be. I like having something between my legs. I don't like having just sitting on top of it. Well, there you have it. I spent about an hour out here and expanded on all sides. Over here I was piling everything up, but over here I got a little tired and just wanted to clear through, because I don't feel like I have the energy to really do like a harvesting method on each piece. All right, time to go back home. Whew. Boy, I feel really sick. On a normal day, that'd be easier to do, but not today. gonna take a break because, you know, I'm still sick, you know. But yeah, it's pretty good. I killed some poison ivy over there, and I did kill some poison ivy over there. Oh well, I always end up battling it. Okay, looks like I can just put the sickle in the back. It'll mess up the sharpness, but oh well. I am just so not used to scooters. I'm used to like bicycles and motorcycles. Well, there's like no wind today, no wind whatsoever. So I'm gonna go right around a little bit because I feel like I'm just gonna overheat. And I'm soaked with sweat. And yeah, it's like sick sweat too because I'm all sick. So I got back a little bit ago and took a shower. I feel a lot better. I think this is the last day of me feeling sick. I took this for a little bit of a spin. And I realized that, who knows, maybe I'll be sick tomorrow too. I just had a hard time swallowing. I realized that whenever you have it on, it starts with medium. And you can go to high. So I was having an issue going up some hills. It was kind of chugging at like 4 or 5 miles an hour. But going to high, that helped it quite a bit. I already got up to a mile. The battery is still 100%. That really bothers me. And I noticed that the manual says to charge it to 100%. I don't like how that sounds, but the manual says it's lithium. It didn't say what chemistry it is. I'm curious if it's lithium iron phosphate. I don't think it is, but it could be. This is interesting. It's too short to stand up on. You have to sit down on it. I would never want to be on in amongst traffic for this. Only if you have some like paved pedestrian trails would you want to have this. I don't recommend going very fast, but it does control very well. That's actually interesting. The biggest feature is that it's only about 45 pounds and you can carry it up steps far more easier than an e-bike. Now personally, for that kind of thing, I might rather ditch the back, like ditch the frame and the seat. But I don't know. It's interesting. I feel a little self-conscious riding on it. I don't feel like I'm really in control because I can't grip the vehicle between my legs. And I feel like I'm just kind of floating on it, waiting to hit the pavement. But that's how I feel about any scooter. But it is fun. It is fun. I would just only recommend it for a situation where you need lightness and you have very good paved, safe areas to ride it. But you could ride it for a pretty long time if you needed it. Like if you had one of those railroad paths to go like 4 or 5 miles into town, I think this actually would do pretty well. I sent an email to Hovsco asking what chemistry the battery is. I think it's already the weekend over in China though, so I won't hear back. These little rubber pads come up. Let's open this up and see. If this is lithium iron phosphate, well then that makes sense. Oh, don't do that one. Well, I can't figure out how to get this off, but the reason I'm stopping is because I see this. So it is lithium ion. That's a very bad like state of affairs that they have recommended charging it to maximum. There's the motor controller. This is mounted in pretty well. Yeah, do not ship lithium-ion batteries fully charged. And do not store them fully charged. That is actually a way to do planned obsolescence. That is actually a way to mislead customers. In fact, if you don't need the range, don't ever fully charge your battery, because once you get past like 80% power, the battery starts to react with itself. The two plates start to react with each other, and it just slowly degrades. But if a battery is always kept at like 70%, it lasts way longer. Let's see if it does that thing again. Okay, it's doing 10 again, but it forgets trips.
Did it?
I mean, it does sometimes. So we just won't turn it off.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're here at Valley Forge, and we're testing out the new Hovsco sit-down scooter. We've already put 8 miles on it. It's only saying it's down by 1 battery tick. You can't see anything on that. It's just doing its thing. I realize that the bar up here fills up the more power that's used. I don't know what the other icons do. I'll have to figure that out. But as far as the mobility device goes, getting around, it's pretty good. In general, I'm able to reach about 8 miles an hour on hills and 15 miles an hour, up to 18 miles an hour on flat. It's great on asphalt. Gravel, it goes down to about half the speed, maybe 11 miles an hour. But, oh, another thing too, go to high. $14 miles per hour. The next time we come around here, I'll check again to see, as a benchmark, if the lower voltage lowers the speed drastically or not. 14. I'm really enjoying this thumb throttle. It has a lot of granularity to it. Just gonna take a picture of this. It's a solar panel. It's a BP solar panel. It is 30 watts. Look at that. It's a blue frame too. It's pretty cool. I have a few kind of like that. I would love to have one like that though. It's such a big one. You know me and solar panels. Do you think we should avoid that for now? That's going to be steep.
That is going to be steep, and we are not going to be able to climb it.
Yeah, we won't be able to climb it. And we'll just do the same path over and over. Oh, it really struggles on this hill. Oh, we lost the bar. That's the electronic brake. So it does have an electronic brake in the motor.
Yeah, I was like, why am I getting yelled at here when I'm just like, yeah, I don't know.
I almost dropped my scooter. Down to another bar. Oh, don't worry, I get it too.
You need a motorcycle mask on or something.
Yep. So I made another pass. Oh, this seat, I cannot get it straight. Oh yeah, it twists with me because I can't get that really tight.
Yeah.
But oh well. You know, the only other thing I could think that was kind of against this is whenever you fold this down, it doesn't really have anywhere to go, but it is pretty neat. I think I'm losing like 1 mile per hour. Just barely losing 1 mile per hour on this. So we made another trip around, and the Hovsco is still at 3 out of 5 bars. It'll be interesting to see what that means. And we've gone, I think, a little bit over 15 miles, so that's not too bad. So for the Hovsco, we're having a slight dip down in power. Over by the rest area back there, there's a really steep hill, and now we are starting to have to walk it up a little bit more. I imagine I might only hit 13 miles an hour on the road out there when we get out there, because we're at the arch again. shadow. Whenever those electronic brakes kick in, they really have a high step up. Definitely getting slow on this hill. Oh wow, we're going up the big hill and it hasn't stalled out yet. Well, there was also a group of people. Oh, you getting it?
I have to pedal.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually doing it. Wow, it actually did it. And this is the third time around the park. I'm pretty happy. It actually did it. I bet the motor's a little bit warm, but oh well. Oh well. So yeah, that's pretty good. Again, there was a huge gaggle of people, but this time the only difference was they were walking towards us, so they saw our bike. Whereas all the other times, there's just a huge gaggle of people on that hill, for some reason on that hill, and they're all facing away. We're contemplating doing another lap, and I think I'm willing. Are you willing to be stupid with me?
Yeah, because worst case scenario, we just gotta walk it.
Yeah. Hey, nice.
Yeah, nice place yourself.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, that guy got the good one.
I know.
I'll just be happy with my dinky little
You
one.
like ours.
Yeah, he was all nice. Still going 16 miles an hour. So my mental note is once we get down to 2 bars, the hill speed is something like 11 miles an hour instead of 14, and the flat speed is 14 instead of 17 or 19. That seems pretty easy to remember. Yeah.
So that's interesting. The speed discrepancy.
Yeah, so there seems to be a
Explains a lot.
fair speed discrepancy. 22, mine's saying 23. Okay.
We're drifting ever further apart.
Well, I was two ahead of you. Now I'm only 1.
Oh.
I think it's just not granular enough.
Yeah.
But they're probably best they're not because it's not accurate enough.
I like how we've watched the sun change every time we come around here.
Because it's been like 2 hours, 2.5 hours that
Yeah.
we've been here. Yeah, so I've kind of noted down that down to 2%, or like if you lose 3 bars, you basically lose 3 miles per hour. So that means that at 1 bar left, you'll just go down to nothing,
Okay.
like emergency mode.
So we better make this our last, huh?
Oh yeah. So guys, we've decided we're gonna go to the solar panel and turn back. Oh, it turned off. Woo. Doing one-handed. 44.8. Okay. So I don't have a direct voltage measurement on mine yet. Until I modify. I might sell this thing. I don't know, but I kind of want to keep it and modify it. Let's go slowly.
Yeah, we
A lot of families. Yeah. Oh, I'm on. Hello. I just realized it went back to medium, not high power. That's why. Yeah. We are to the solar panel, and my battery is a flashing dot. Error 3. Yep, it just stopped.
Okay. You're walking.
I turned it off and back on again. We're gonna see if that'll work. It's gone down to zero battery. I'm gonna see if I can cheese it. That's our third Cybertruck we've seen in a while. Well, I'm kind of feathering it on purpose.
Okay.
Oh, there it went. Oh, we're gaining speed. This little hill could actually set it off, so I'm going to let it chew away some of its momentum. That's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. If I'm going like 9 miles an hour and it cuts out, I can actually turn it off and turn it back on without stopping. I can keep my balance, at least for now. me and Thyser decided that from now on, we're gonna do a test at the end of these trips. How fast can we go from that by the time we go there? Let's see. Oh. Almost 6 miles an hour. Wow, amazing. I got greedy. I got up to 9 miles an hour with it, and I had to turn off and on back while coasting. And then at the end, I just blew it real quick. I don't know what this means. Can you focus in on that? What does that icon mean?
Why does it look like a screw?
I don't know.
Is that supposed to be the throttle icon? No, that doesn't make sense.
Maybe, I don't know. Oh well. Well, I think I'm going to end it there for this, in both videos there. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little look at the Hovsco seated electric scooter. Let me see if I can get a trashy, like...
Oh yeah, it's super trashy.
Ah! I'm sore. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya. In the next video on this, I'm hoping I can make it solar powered.